As they say, where there is a will, there is a way to court. People spend all their lives building a legacy and leaving it in a way that they wanted. And so it is important that they future-proof and claim-proof the will as much as possible. When we talk about claim-proofing a will, we're talking about strengthening it against potential legal challenge. If you don't claim-proof your will, you're leaving it vulnerable. This can lead to lengthy legal battles, strained relationships, and in some cases, your final wishes not being honored.
Can you explain what it means to claim-proof your will?
Look, I think that's actually a very interesting question, because when you think about it, to claim-proof your will, what you're really saying is that your will reflects your testamentary intentions and that your will be managed and administrated in accordance with your wishes. So it goes back to the whole thing about a will being your voice and how you leave your legacy, because, we work all our lives to build up legacy for our loved ones. We work so hard to build up assets and a safety net that, when we pass, that our loved ones are adequately provided for. And so accordingly, then we want to make sure that when we pass, that not only our loved ones looked after financially, but there is, to the extent possible, no disharmony, no disputes, and no challenges, because that's the last thing we would want, right? And one way to do so is to, one, ensure that you have open communication with your loved ones, that they understand where you're coming from, and how you would do that will be to have conversations with loved ones, but also to make sure you have the right advisors with you, including, again, financial planners, accountants, and lawyers. Because the financial planners will help you look after your financial assets, will help you preserving your legacy. The accountant will look at the tax implications of your distributions to your beneficiaries. And the lawyer will guide you throughout the whole journey, from the beginning of writing your will to updating your will to then helping your executors manage your will at that time. And only by having comprehensive advice, a comprehensive and robust plan, can really ensure that your loved ones are looked after, that everyone understands what is being done. That really minimizes potential challenges and claims on your estate.
What are some common disputes or challenges that you've seen people go through, or families go through, when a will hasn't been claim-proof?
There are a number of disputes that can arise because of the number of different family circumstances, situations, and family members. There can be a myriad of potential disputes, right? Disputes could be between beneficiaries and siblings, where they believe that one person was favored more than another person. Disputes even arise based on our experience, where one child of the deceased took their parent to write up a new will before that person passed away. Disputes often arise when someone feels like that they were either left out of the will or weren't adequately provided for, especially when they look at and consider how much effort and time and resources that they contributed to the deceased. So for example, they may have been the sole carer, they may have been paying the rent or paying the mortgage or paying the bills. And then at the end of the day, they find that they haven't been provided for adequately, or in their view, that they weren't looked after. And so in those cases, there may be challenges to the will. And the only way really you can deal with those challenges is to, again, communicate with family members, but also ensure that your will accurately and in detail reflects your wishes and why you made decisions in a certain way. One reason why claims may be made is because you may not have updated your will for a long time. You may have not included recent circumstances or life events. And so, one way to do it is always to think about your will and think about when it needs to be updated, and update it regularly as you need it. Another way to claim-proof your will, and what we do with our clients, is actually to ask them, will there be potential challenges, or could there be potential challenges to your will by estranged family members or by other people? And by understanding that, we can then work with you to develop a plan and a strategy to deal with these circumstances. For example, we could include notes or a statement in the will why a person was excluded. We can make different distributions and locations under your will. So in summary, it's very important to have a very clear and concise will which explains all of your wishes. A lawyer is instrumental because the lawyer understands the legalities of it, they understand the law, they understand the process of probate, they understand the potential challenges that may occur. And so the lawyer will be able to sit down with you and plan for all of these circumstances. Obtaining the right advice in anything you do is very important, and especially when it comes to your legacy and how you leave your legacy. And so we think it's very important that you obtain solid, sound advice from all of your trusted advisors, including in the realms of estate planning. These are your financial planners, your accountants, and your lawyers. And together we can provide a holistic plan and a solution for our clients.